So now everything's recording with sound?
Everything's recording with sound. Now you're recording with sound.
Better than now you're cooking with gas.
Meh.
Depends on what era you're in, I guess.
Yes.
World War II wouldn't be that great. So, what are we here for today?
I actually don't remember. What are we doing?
I don't know.
This is the first episode of Cape Feather Cast where it's not really a cast. Well, not really a podcast.
Technically, we're the cast, aren't we?
We are the cast of something that's not a podcast. Oh, we are the cast of Cape Feather.
Yeah.
So it's still technically the Cape Feather cast, because we are the cast of Cape Feather.
Yeah,
That's
it's just
true.
the cast talking.
This is just not a cast of the cast that we could then use as a negative to make new casts.
What?
You know, like molding, casting, that kind of stuff.
Oh, that kind of cast.
Yeah.
So,
Taking it to a different place.
we're going to talk about the upcoming Switch reveal. I guess it's been revealed. What, the Switch announcement? Is that what it is?
It's like a new... It's like a... Fuck, what is it? Like, they're doing a thing where they're going to tell us stuff about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you'd really call that. Like, it's not really an update, because we haven't really got a whole lot of information already anyways.
But that would be updating the information. But
yeah.
Anyways.
Which is a release of new info.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
the
So-
Switch event.
That is 1 week from recording, and this is going to go up today. So, in a week, they're going to tell us a lot more, hopefully, about the Switch. And we're going to talk about predictions, what we think is going to happen and whatnot. I have a lot of ideas, mostly based on rumors that seem legit, but
All right.
yeah.
I have only a couple things, so I'll start us off, because
Sure.
that way I can kind of burn through what I've got. For starters, I don't think they're going to tell us anything about the power of the hardware.
They won't. They don't. They'll tell us a couple little things, like maybe if you're using Netflix, it'll do 4K, but it'll be 720p on the handheld, 1080p on the TV. They'll tell us little things like that, but...
I know there's going to be a shit ton of focus on Breath of the Wild, because it's the, you know...
That's like the only game that's been really
Yeah.
announced, isn't it?
The thing is, nobody's sure, because they haven't set, like, a release date for it. They haven't been like, this is releasing in March. Now it's just 2017.
Yeah.
But I'm getting ads on Facebook for it. So, like, it must be coming. So some people think that maybe it's delayed in Europe. Maybe the Wii U version's canceled. But in America, we're getting the Switch right on launch. I don't know.
The other thing I'm thinking of is that we're going to get a previously unknown, either sports or minigame type themed title
To show off the Switch's
to
stuff.
launch with the Switch for players on the go and shit like that.
Right.
Just to sort of, like, you know, get used to its functions.
Yeah.
And that is basically all I've got.
I think that on the Switch there will be, like sort of like the 3DS has its like Street Pass and stuff. Oh, I actually didn't write that down. Street Pass on the Switch. And Spot Pass and
Interesting
stuff.
idea, yeah.
That would be cool.
That would, I guess, encourage the
People
like,
actually
mobile
take
use
it out.
of it.
Yeah.
Because
a lot of people are just gonna have it sitting there.
Yeah.
They're not gonna take it out. Like
Yeah.
me, I wouldn't. But if they have
they
like
had a
stuff like
Street
that,
Pass,
I
would.
might.
Yeah.
So.
Especially to like conventions and shit like that, because
Yeah.
you get a lot of different. I mean, I'm still going for that 100 street passes in a day thing. Like every time I go to Fan Expo, I'm like constantly checking my street passes, constantly clearing my fucking cache of them to try and just like get up to 100, because you get
Yeah.
I don't know, some fucking bonus for that.
They don't
Yeah.
pile.
I think they do to like a limited capacity.
Really.
It
That's
used to be
lame.
up to 10, but I think they extended it so that it.
Yeah, well, I
is
mean, like I
bigger
think because
now.
it's always 10 in the main queue,
Yeah.
but then I think that it does queue up more after
Yeah,
that. But
and that's a new thing. Because
only
it
to a
didn't
limited
before.
capacity.
Right. Yeah. Have you any thoughts?
I don't know. I'm hoping that they announce more games.
Yeah, I think they're gonna announce a lot of games.
Yeah.
I'm sort of. I don't know that they're gonna announce like a whole bunch of games.
But they just haven't like announced really
Yeah.
anything much.
like I would
Like
I
there's
think
the few that were in the trailer that were like we don't really even know if they're gonna be
Yeah.
on the Switch yet.
I think they should announce a bunch of games
Yeah.
to get everybody hyped. I don't think they're going to.
I think they're
Yeah.
going to. I think it's not like
I
they're not
think we'll
going to
get a
announce.
few.
They're not going to announce a ton of first-party games.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, hey, these are games that we have coming from third-party developers
Yeah.
because that's important to people.
I think they're gonna announce a lot of ports.
That too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's pretty much a bunch of ports already, like, all but confirmed.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go. This will probably be a while.
Yes, and
So-
we'll just kind of point, counterpoint, whatever. Let's do it.
I think the release will be Sunday, March 19th. Mid-March. It's always a Sunday when they release consoles. Makes sense to be that day.
Seems soon though. I don't know.
It's March, they said. So
Yeah, I guess.
It's either that or the next week.
Yeah.
I think they'll not prove, I guess they'll show off the IR sensor on one of the Joy-Cons, because it's almost all but confirmed that that's there. I think there will be touchscreen. I would be shocked beyond belief if there is no touchscreen.
Yeah, me too.
On there, because nobody holds a tablet nowadays without it being touchscreen.
Yeah.
Like, there's no handheld screen that's not
Yeah.
touchscreen. So, I think this is something they'll let trickle out after. They're not going to do it at the presentation. That's the word.
Yeah.
Spare dock purchases. I think they'll have docks. You can buy a dock and put it on each TV, and then you can move it around wherever
That
you want to go.
that would be smart.
Yeah.
I think it'll launch at $350 with a pack-in. Hopefully Mario. It won't be Mario.
It'll be that fucking sports or minigame thing that
I think that'll come on it, but I think it'll pack in with something like Splatoon remaster. They'll show off. There's actually a third-party game called Seasons of Heaven that looks really nice. I don't even know what it is yet, but there's like a trailer from the developer, and it looks super nice. It's for the Switch only. And I think they might show off that a little bit, because it's just a really nice looking game. If they have touchscreen, they'll say, hey, we got Mario Maker coming for this. And they might explain how that'll work a little bit, because it won't work exactly the same. You'd have to make games mobile, and then you can play them when they're on the TV.
it should work just the same as doing it.
No, well, yeah, if you're playing mobile, that'll work just fine, but you can't play here and look there.
Right, because it has to be in the dock.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, they might include some kind of way to do it with a controller.
You could.
It'd be really tedious. But...
Yeah, I don't think it'd be even worth their time to do that, because nobody's going to do it. They'll be like, if I can hold this in my hand and touch the screen, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they'll take note of the fact that the Virtual Console will be better than it is, because it emulates terribly right now.
What if they include a mouse peripheral? For when it's docked.
Huh.
Interesting.
That's a thought.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Just, tossing that out there. We haven't had a good Nintendo mouse peripheral since the Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Better quality Virtual Console, as I was saying.
Yeah.
It'll emulate better, hopefully.
Better. Oh god, that muddy fucking mess when we tried to do Metroid on the Virtual
Fucking
Console.
garbage.
Oh god, that was fucking terrible. Did we actually record any like that?
No.
Okay,
We
that
tested
was,
it out.
Right,
but-
that was during that whole thing that we lost, right? So we
Yeah.
did it all on the Retron.
Well, it just clicked.
I don't know.
Camera's still on. Cool.
All right, it's all good.
I think GameCube games will come to the Virtual Console.
Oh, I hope so. I want Double Dash.
Certain ones won't. Double Dash
Double Dash.
definitely will.
Oh, I fucking
Melee
want Double
will
Dash.
for
Yeah.
sure, because they want I feel like they're focusing on esports a little bit.
Yeah, so
So-
definitely like a competitive Melee scene using it on the Switch would be...
Yeah.
Especially if it's like... Because GameCube games, they didn't have a whole lot of load time, but it would cut down on that even more if it was
Yeah.
just an emulated game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that'd probably be really good.
I think some games won't come to it. Wind Waker won't, because they have
That was already done for the Wii U.
it was Wii U, and they'll port it to the Switch, the HD remaster, things like that.
Maybe they'll bring Animal Crossing.
Can we possibly get Metroid Prime?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll bring the trilogy to it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
for
know
sure.
I don't know about the trilogy because the
The
last
to-
one was a Wii game.
No, they'll totally bring the trilogy.
Okay.
They'll totally do it.
I mean, I've still got the Wii version of the Prime trilogy, which I still enjoy.
Actually, that's a good point. Maybe they'll remaster the 3. That might be what they do. Like the standard remasters that everybody does, and release them as a standalone thing.
It could be. I'm just hoping for some good Metroid because last year was the fucking 30th and they did fuck all.
Yeah, yeah. I think they will tease Xenoblade,
I mean,
the new one.
You know, just straight up. I've got a fucking little Samus screw attacky type logo on here. I want more Metroid.
Yeah, so Monolith Soft is working on a new Xenoblade game. I think they'll tease that a little bit. There's tons of rumors about Beyond Good and Evil 2. or maybe it's a prequel or something, or remake. I don't know. They might tease that a little bit. I think they will surprise us with a Retro Studios tease. I'm not sure what they're working on.
And they'll give us a brand new Eternal Darkness game.
Well, that's a rumor too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't heard that rumor.
Yeah, that's a rumor too.
Because I would love that. That game was amazing.
Yeah. I didn't put that down here because I don't think it's ready.
No, it's probably not going to be now. Like,
yeah.
it might come later, but it's probably not now.
But maybe they would tease that. Who knows? I think they're trying desperately to get hype. And these kind of things would do that. So yeah, Retro Studio development surprise. They'll probably be like, hey, these guys are working on this IP, or this new IP maybe. And if it's not a Metroid, I think they'll tease a Metroid. Because they had that, whatever, Blast Ball, or whatever it was.
The fucking, yeah. They had, what is it, Federation Force or whatever, too.
Were those not the same thing?
They might have been the same thing. It might have been a game in a game.
Yeah.
I didn't even play, because fuck it. I was like, no.
See, I feel like those were like, we know you want Metroid, so just like, wait, take this.
If Retro is working on a new Metroid, I'm going to be very happy because the Prime series was fucking great.
I don't think they are. I think it'll be someone else. But
Just so long as it's not Team Ninja again.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. The gameplay was actually okay, except
and they
for the
could
stupid
probably,
pointing part.
They could probably make a better one now.
It's just the only things that fucked that one up were the story, which was basically a rehash of parts of Super and parts of Fusion, which it technically which it takes place in between, right? It's an in between game, but it kind of like takes some of that and takes some of that. I mean, like, you're in a bottle ship, which is basically your fucking biologic space lab.
Yeah.
You know, you've got different sectors based on different environments. You've got a lot of the same enemies. They're not X-parasites this time, but, you know, it's so much of, like, a retreading of everything. If they took the gameplay style, nixed the fucking stupid point to shoot missiles and point to scan shit, and just fucking gave us, like, a 2.5D Metroid game that had new locations and maybe a good story and good voice acting, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
You know, gameplay was good. Everything else is kind of shite.
Yeah. Agree. I think they'll probably, because Rare was such a big thing for Nintendo, I think they will show off Yooka-Laylee a little bit, because that's supposedly coming to the Switch, and I believe they canceled the Wii U version for obvious reasons.
Probably.
So, and maybe a Pokemon Stars tease, if that's even a real thing. I'm hoping it is.
Yeah.
So long as Yooka-Laylee doesn't become another Mighty Number 9, I think we'll all be okay.
Pretty clear it's not.
I know.
Pretty clear it's not.
I know.
Okay. Lastly, games I think it'll launch with.
Okay.
It'll launch with 3D Mario and Breath of the Wild. I think the Wii U version's fully just canceled because they don't give a fuck. I think there will be 3 Ubisoft games because Ubi just likes to throw their shit at stuff. There's rumors of that Rabbids Mario Luigi RPG with I lost his name.
Grant Kirkhope.
There
you go.
Yeah, doing the score for that, which is the only reason I'm excited. There will probably be a Rayman game, like an actual Rayman game, like the Legends, whatnot. And obviously Just Dance. So
yeah, of course it's gonna be a Just Dance.
There will be.
Now, how do you think that's gonna work? Do you think you like hold the two halves of the Switch controller and fucking?
Yeah, well, that's what they do with the other ones.
Okay, just making sure.
That's how they work.
Have these been confirmed to have any kind of motion sensing in them though?
No, but they will.
Yeah, it would be weird for them not to.
Which actually, maybe they'll have Wii Virtual Console games as well.
Yeah, and you could do that.
That would be kind of cool because then
And
you
it
could
would
do
be like-
The Wii was just a GameCube.
It would also be like holding the Wiimote and a nunchuck if you had both of them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Except those were
Motion
restrictive
sensor.
because you could only go about here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which if you needed to do some dance moves like this, you really couldn't because you're like, nope, not going any further than that. I don't know what this is. What the fuck I'm doing here aside from maybe having a seizure.
Sports titles. There'll be a couple sports titles.
Oh yeah. There's gonna be like a Madden. Do
Yeah.
they even make those anymore?
I actually don't know.
I think they do.
I just know
They don't
that,
make Tiger Woods anymore.
Neither does Tiger Woods.
Skyrim, it's all but confirmed. They
Yeah.
showed it. They wouldn't do that if they didn't think it was coming.
Yeah.
And Bethesda seems to be pretty happy with the Switch.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's coming. Dark Souls 3 is a big rumor, and I think if they did that, that would be huge. If you could just like take Dark Souls 3 with you.
Do you think Capcom's going to throw a new Monster Hunter on there?
Probably.
Yeah, not right away.
Not right away, but probably.
But maybe they will port like the ones that they've had just recently. I mean, they could put the 3DS one on there, upgraded. They could put the Wii U one on there. Why not?
I don't even play Monster Hunter games, but I know a lot of people who are excited by those. So,
Yeah.
just, looking out for them.
Lastly, assuming it's touchscreen, Mario Maker.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, if they launched with Mario Maker, and that would be good for them. So, I didn't write this down, but they will probably show off their version of trophies and achievements. They will have one. They're working with DNA, or if you don't know what you're talking about, Dana. It's a capital D, small e, capital N, capital A. It's DNA, but people are like, Dana. Anyways, they're working with them on like connectivity and stuff because they're the mobile developer that they work with.
Right, yeah.
So I imagine they're probably going to be like, you're fucking stupid, do this. They need someone to tell them. If they're looking to someone to tell them, they'll probably be told.
Oh, probably also going to get some quick blurb about, of course, Amiibos still work on this fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's confirmed that it works with the Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, like, they're just going to be like, by the way, guys, for absolutely fucking sure, just in case anybody's wondering, look, Amiibo!
actually, maybe they'll be like, look at this brand new line of Amiibos. Maybe they have that that works.
I would be excited about it. I still buy these things even though I don't fucking use them.
I have one.
I know, you've got the Mega Man one. I'm quite happy that I also have it now, too, because I missed it the first time around. And so now that they're re-releasing some of those, I'm getting some of the ones I missed. Like, fucking Variasuit Samus. I had Zero Suit Samus for ages.
Yeah.
Missed out on the fucking Variasuit one, and when Colin brought it over that one time, before we moved here, I was like, oh, it's so nice, I want it. But, yeah, like, for me, the whole thing with Amiibos was, like, ever since playing Melee, and having their little fucking trophies that you can get in Melee,
Yeah.
I was like, can we get those, like, if Nintendo just released those as physical things, I'd be fucking sold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And then fucking Smash 4, and they're like, not only we're doing this, but they're also connective with the game. I'm like, thank you. It only took a couple decade, a couple of systems, a decade, trying to match those together. My brain is not working today. A decade, a couple of systems. That's where I was going with that.
So, yeah, I think they'll have better online, friend codes are gone, and trophies, that sort of thing. I think they'll show that off.
Yeah.
I wonder, do you think they're going to, like, make kind of like an actual network to work on? Like Xbox Live, like PlayStation Network,
I
that
hope
kind of
so.
shit. I would really hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope so too, because right now the 3DS isn't, like, when you get games there, like, there's nothing connecting them. It's like your console and your console, not like your account, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Well,
need
no,
to do
you
that.
can. Your Nintendo Network ID can be multiple systems.
Okay, so they've started that, but
Yeah.
it doesn't quite work the way it should.
No.
Um,
Yeah, like my account on my Wii U is the same as my account on my 3DS.
Right.
I can actually buy
yeah, I guess mine is.
DLC for fucking Smash 4 and have it go to both.
Oh,
Right.
Nice.
Really?
If I buy both, like it's more to buy it for both systems.
Right.
You can buy it for one, or buy it for the other, or buy it for both, and then
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
But even then, it's like you have to enter the code and have it show up on your fucking other thing.
Yeah.
But they are the same account.
What I want from the launch of the Switch is them to be like, hey, we want to make money. And to show that, you put a bunch of these thousands of games you've had in the past on the console for free. If you give them Mario 1 through 3 and Mario World, you're launching with Mario. Even if that new Mario doesn't come out, you have 4 Mario games on the fucking console that guaranteed half the people that buy the console won't have had in a decade or more. And that will help sell the console. People will get hyped on
I
that.
would even be okay with them just launching with World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe do the launch with All-Stars with Mario World.
Yeah.
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 But, like, they have all this stuff they could do, but they're money-grubbing bastards. And
Which is why they keep selling the same game over and over and over again.
Yeah,
To the
they-
new systems.
they could make money on their consoles and sell more by, giving some of that stuff away. Like, Microsoft and Sony figured it out. If you subscribe to their network, you get games free.
Yeah.
Every month. Every month. Because there's thousands of them. And you, Nintendo, have more than they do. So,
You know what game I got for free with my copy of Pokemon Sun? Mario 1.
Really?
Yeah, came with a download code. Well, I think it was exclusive to Costco.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, like the Costco one came with like $5 of fucking eShop money and a code to just get Mario 1.
Right.
Which was nice.
Yeah.
So I now have that on my 3DS. I actually played it a bit to practice for then playing it, right? Mm-hmm. And I still did fucking piss poor.
Yeah.
On a game that I've been playing since 89, I think is when I first played it. Mm-hmm. But I know it came out in 85, but I think it took me a few years to actually play it.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, because I was in like kindergarten when I played it. Which I think was 89. It was 88, 89.
Yeah. You're old.
Yeah. No, it was 89, 90. That's what it was. It was 89, 90 that I was in kindergarten.
Okay.
So it was actually probably closer to 1990 that I actually played it. Really? That doesn't seem right. Maybe that is right.
So,
I don't know.
I actually have an article that I wrote on what I think they should do. They're not going to do, I don't think, any of what I wrote in that article, but what they should do is what's in that article. I'll link it below in the doobly-doo. And anything else, guys?
So you think it's gonna retail at $350? You said.
Yeah, there might be two SKUs. There might be a 350 American,
Yeah.
and 400. Maybe different storage space on them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, there needs to be some storage space, but it doesn't seem super necessary if it's on cartridges and you can save on the cartridges.
Yeah.
What do you think?
But you'll also have to be able to download.
Downloadable titles
Yeah.
and whatnot. How do you figure they're going to do the... do you think they're going to have an internal hard drive, or do you think it's all going to be just expandable memory with like a...
There will be at least some inside, and there will be an SD card slot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. I guess they couldn't do a USB slot because it's portable.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what the 3DS does too, is it's got an SD card slot. And it's got a little bit of...
These games will be a lot bigger, though.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll like make it compatible with like the gigantic SD cards, because they go up to like what? They go past 256 now, don't they? You can get like a 500, can't you?
I'm pretty sure you can get SD cards that are at least a terabrowser these days.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think so too.
Okay. The more you know.
I think there's at least like 1, maybe 2 terabrowsers in SD cards now. Mm. They're probably expensive as fuck, but you know.
Hopefully they make that compatible, because when they do go down in price, people will want them for that. So.
Yeah, it'd be definitely nice to be able to go like, boom, look at all this fucking storage I have now.
Yeah.
And do you think... I mean, despite the fact that they're going to be cartridge-based anyway, so they're going to be practically fucking nothing, do you think they're going to give you the ability to... Because I know it worked with some like disc-based systems and whatnot. You could actually install the game entirely on the hard drive or whatever, or the storage, right? And then not even have to use the disc.
That's an interesting thought.
I don't know if they would do that.
I don't think they do that.
Yeah.
But I don't see why not if you can download the same games too. Mm-hmm. Actually, no, they won't.
Okay.
They won't, because then you could sell the game and have the game on your hard drive.
Yeah.
That's a fair point, yeah. Worth a shot.
Cool. Good talk. Mm-hmm. See you guys next time. I don't know what we'll talk about next time. Actually, next week, what we are going to talk about...
Movies.
No,
next
that's the week after.
Oh.
Next week, we're going to talk about...
what actually happened.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll be able to test our predictions and see how they fucking panned out.
So, at the end of January, you'll get a video of us talking about our favorite 2016 movies, a month late. Bye.
I mean, technically, it's a month late. We're recording that today. Spoiler alert. I mean, it's going to be pretty obvious if I show up wearing the same fucking shirt.
Yeah.
You know. I only own like 5 shirts, so it's actually not that, you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when we were doing the podcast on the podcast channel, you had like the Kirby shirt for half of them.
Probably.
Cool.